Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going to play with this paper pad. I got it quite a while ago. It is from Joann Fabrics. Sorry. Yeah. As you probably recently seen, I am working on the floral journal. So I thought I would play with some papers out of here and make some fun stuff. And I was thinking about making some pockets and or maybe, I know, dare I say, belly bands, but belly bands that don't go sideways, ones that go up and down, got the same kind of idea. It's kind of a takeoff on my picket fence pockets that I made, and I'm just going to take out of here just a whole bunch of florals and piece them together to make these kind of sort of picket fence, but kind of wonky kind of pockets. So I hope you stay tuned, and we'll see what we can make. All right, so I've gone through that pad and I pulled out 12 of the papers that I thought were more spring summery, because there are some definite Christmas winter ones in there and fall with like pumpkins, but I pulled out 12 of them. Some have foil, some don't. And what I've done so far is I have cut them down to be 8.5. So I have cut off strips that are 3.5. So we're going to play with these. I'm going to save these because since they're 8.5, even though they're 12, I can run them through my printer, trim the top off, and use these as future pages in other journals because they're fun, they're pretty, I love them. So we'll put these to the side for now and play with them at some other point. All right, for these, what I'm going to do is cut 1-inch strips, and then I'm going to angle them. I'm just going to cut one for now. And since there is so many, I know it probably seemed like I got this huge whole piece to, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down to 6 first. And here's my thought. 6-inch because I can use this part as a tag if I don't use it. I want a 1-inch strip, so I'm going to cut it down to 5. I have this that could also be either a pocket tag or something, so I'm going to save those, and I have a 1-inch strip. Now, since I have 12 of them, I'm going to get, 12 1-inch strips, and I think I could probably make 2 pockets out of that, 6 on each. We'll have to see. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the 1-inch strips down. All right, I have my 6-inch by 3.5, I've got my 5-inch by 3.5, and I also have my 1-inch strips. So these are going to go for right now into my bases pile. I recently did that video on my large scrap random ephemera. So these are going to be perfect for bases to be able to change into cards, etc. So I'm going to put them in my bases for now. So I might play with them for this journal, but not for today. All right, so what we're going to do on these is we can do it one of 2 ways. I can eyeball the angles and cut the angles, or I can use my chopper. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to angle from the top corner and just give it a cut. And for this side, I'm going to cut it, angle it the same direction. So the best way to angle the same direction is make sure that side is straight, and then you have, I don't know what that's called, parallelogram? I'm not sure. All right, so I'm going to do 6 in one direction and 6 in the other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so that makes 6. So these, I'm just going to make sure I put them, and there we go. They're going to go this way. And you'll see why I'm doing it that way when we do the next step. I forgot already which way it's being angled. That's way too far down. Okay, let's get these out of the way. All right, so those are all angled that way. Okay, so those are angled that way. When I had them going up, I'm going to make these go down. That's probably a good way to remember them. Six up, six down. I am doing two at a time. Seems to be okay. This is thicker paper. That was the other thing is I did try to make one of these, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. But I did make it out of thinner paper. I ended up making it into a pocket. So these are just a tad thicker, which I think will stand up better to do some sort of belly band-ish kind of thing. Okay, chopper's done. Six up, six down. All right, this is what we're going for right here, and it is a pocket. Like I said, I did glue it on the bottom, and it is thinner scrapbook paper made from these. So they were definitely thinner versus these, which are definitely thicker. But I put that in the other red journal because I did put a flower on there and that. So what I also decided to play with is I was going through, I've got these envelopes of things, and way in the back I found this. Like, I hadn't seen this. I have no idea where it's from. It's just random ephemera. So I'm thinking there's some smallish stuff. I think we'll play with that. Some weird stuff in here too. There was a skull, a brain in there. I threw it away. I was like, what? So this is the look that we're going for. These, I did like solidish tone papers, and just because I want to see how it went too, I didn't want to use my good stuff first. Now, since these are kind of, they're thick enough, but just to give them a little stability, I have cut Becker boards, I guess you would call them, to attached to the back of them. I would show you on the other one, but it's glued into the page. These I have cut to be 5 inches by 2.5. So it is just a bit taller. This is 3.5, and the 5 is a good amount to make into a page, because it's about 5.5 for a full page, so 5.25. So 5 leaves a little bit of room to play with. But I am going to build it. Not on this. I'm going to attach this afterwards. All right. So. My thought is to put these, they're going to go straight, but the angles are going to go up and down. And I'm going to alternate, not always, but I will alternate the ups and downs to go in here. I think a little yellow in here. And I'm okay with the two of them facing the same direction. That doesn't bother me. One up, and my end goal is to make this 5 wide, and I'll probably have to pull this out a little bit when I'm putting it together. And that'll work. All right, so I'm just going to take a little bit of glue, and we're just gonna put a little bit of glue on there to hook the two pieces together. And once again, I'm just gonna try to keep them as straight-ish as possible, and not really necessarily have them all be the same height. Give them a little bit of variety is fine, but see how easy these come together. Now, if you have 1-inch strips that are on their own, you could definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so go to there. You could definitely just start with those and just angle the tops for them. You don't have to cut them from something. I just wanted to use this floral paper pad because you know, flowers. And I thought these would be fun to do. Yep, this will work. Now, if you wanted to ink these, I would probably do it beforehand because you can't really ink in the center there. You can't ink after it's all said and done. But there we go. And I'm gonna just make sure that this is, it should be good. I'm gonna trim just a little off. These were random pieces of paper I had in my stash. I thought they were 5 inches, but they seem to be just a hair longer. Okay, so now I can take this and I'm just gonna put glue on everything. And I'm just attaching it to the back to give it a little bit of base to grab onto. Just making sure that the angles go below it and not above it, and we are just there. Probably could have went down a scotch, but the 2.5 ends up being good because with the 3.5 inch tall strips, they go up and down. And there we go. So if you want to ink it now, you can. I probably should cut, I'm gonna have to end up cutting another 1 inch set of strips so I can make 3, I'm guessing, for my floral journal, because I'm only gonna get 2 out of these. All right, let's see if there's something fun that can go on here. Yeah, I was thinking about these guys, these labels, instead of putting another, I don't want to put another flower on there. I do put a flower on that sort of solid one just because it didn't have, any flowers on there, so I thought that would be good. I think it needs some sort of butterfly. What do you think? I'm gonna put a little ink around this. I don't want to cover up the back floral too much. There's a whole reason, you know, we're doing it is floral, so, but a little butterfly would probably be fun there. There we go, nice little butterfly. All right, let's put it somewhere. Now let's glue these down. So really, truly, kind of fun and easy. And if you really want to make, mass make a whole bunch, you definitely could. Even if you have 6 papers, or even less if you didn't mind using the same one a couple times in there. But you figure a 12 inch strip of paper will give you 12 pieces. All right, we're gonna just put a little ink around Madam Butterfly. All right, I like it. It's simple, but you can still see the pretty flowers. All right, let's make the second one. And since I know it's probably gonna work and I'll be okay, I'm gonna just take and glue and throw caution to the wind. That it'll be okay. Just trying to keep an eye on the lines to make sure they're going upish and downish. Oops. Okay, I think we have it. Beautiful. All right. 5 inches. And right line. Little seep through there. Let me get that out of there. Yeah, I like it. All right, so we will put, yeah, I definitely cut these a little bit. They were a little bit bigger than 5. So just gotta trim that off. Yep, that'll work. All right, so I think I'm gonna grab the flower journal after we decorate this one. And see what 2 signatures I can put it in. And then I will do the 3rd one at a later date. All right, let's find something fun to put on here. Yeah, this is just a random. Ooh, this was fun. Root beer. Oh, I know what I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna glue this down. Nope, no, I'm gonna find the other thing first. All right, let's see if one of these will go on here. All right, I like that one. All right, I think we'll go with 12. Okay, let's get the sticker on. And let's add root beer. Who doesn't like a little root beer in the summer? Well, I remember growing up, and I don't know if it's just it was a Midwest thing or what, but A&W used to have the drive-throughs. Used to go during the summer and be able to get the little glass mugs. They were probably about that tall, children's mugs. Gosh, that was good root beer. Making me want to get a root beer float right now. Okay. I just need one more thing, and I know I said no floral, but what if I got a little bitty floral? Just I like that, but I don't like the beige head. I think it kind of disappeared a little too much. All right, let's go with red. Red goes with covered up the 12 a little more than I wanted to, but that's okay. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so we're gonna, like I said, grab that journal. Put these aside. I'm not going to put away because, like I said, I'll make a 3rd one. And let's see if we can find a home for these. All right, so like I said, these can be pockets, but they also could be belly bands where you could stick stuff to go all the way through. And I think those would be really pretty as belly bands. It just might be a little bit more I was going to say disturbing. Disturbing is the wrong word. Distracting. Too much distractions. Even a belly band on a half page would be pretty, right? I do have, like I said, quite a few belly bands in this. I don't know, I seem to be in my belly band phase of life. See, belly band here. But if it's an up and down one, right? All right, so I think I do like it. I think I'm going to put it there. I like how that is kind of centered and that is centered. But I think I like this one better because of the burgundy and the red. Okay, so since it's a belly band, we are just going to run glue down the two ends and not down the bottom. Now when I did the pocket, I did follow along the jiggy jaggy to do the bottom and not necessarily do it on the I don't know what to call that, base board that I stuck in there. I did do it on the jiggy jaggy, just so it would hold it down. But this is, like I said, not too bad. So this I just don't want to pull like become a belly band like that. I just don't want to push too hard on it because it's still trying to stick. Okay. All right, that one's in the first. I'm going to put this one in the third because in case I don't get a chance to do it's a little distracting, but not that much. I like the pink there, but there is that on the back side. I don't mind it there. But I think I do like it on the dots. So I'm going to put it on the dots. Yeah, I like how the green ties in there and these colors, the pinks and the reds. It's kind of pinkish. Yeah, I like it. Okay. All right. Well, that is going to be it for today's video. I appreciate each and every one of you that stops by and hangs out with me while I make these crazy little ideas that I come up with in my head when I wake up. And if you like to see how the rest of this floral journal goes, please subscribe to the channel so you can see other videos, as well as a thumbs up. Likes are very important for YouTube videos. I'm sure you've heard it a million times, but that's how it tells you. It tells the algorithm what you like to see. So if you click on, I find this all the time, if I click on a weird video, accidentally even, you know, I'll click on a video on horse jumping, say. It's not that that's that out of a video. I don't know why it came to my head. But I don't watch horse jumping videos. But if I accidentally click on one, all of a sudden I get 20 different horse videos on my feed. And it takes a while for those to go away. So if you don't click on videos that are junk journal related or paper crafting related, you start getting weird stuff. So do yourself a favor and click on some junk journal videos today. I really like that one. All right, that's going to be it for me today. As usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.